Hi, I'm Chris Larson. Today I want to talk about John F. Kennedy, the great American speaker. I'd like to share my thoughts on what made John F. Kennedy a great speaker. John F. Kennedy was the 35th President of the United States. During his time as President of the United States, he had to give many speeches. According to American Rhetoric's Top 100 speeches, he has 6 speeches in the top 100. These speeches were given during some of the country's toughest times and on some of the most controversial issues. Fortunately for President Kennedy, he had many characteristics which made him a great speaker. Some of Kennedy's greatest speeches were his inaugural address on January 20th, 1961, where he reaffirmed the country's decision to elect him president. The Houston ministerial speech on September 12th, 1960, when Kennedy was running for president and had to shift the focus from religion to the real issues of the election. Ich bin ein Berliner on June 26, 1963, where the U.S. showed support for West Germany. The American University Commencement Address, June 10, 1963, also known as the Peace Speech, where the purpose was to shift policy away from the Cold War and towards peace. And the Civil Rights Address, June 11, 1963, Kennedy transformed civil rights from a legal issue to a moral issue. There were also tough and controversial times during Kennedy's presidency. One was the Cold War, which included the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Berlin Wall. And then there were civil rights issues. Kennedy had to send National Guardsmen to escort 2 African-American students to the University of Alabama following some threats and defiant statements, and also the Vietnam conflict. The characteristics which made Kennedy a great speaker were he was sincere. People could relate to him. He was very organized. He memorized a lot of his speeches. And he knew who his audience was. Also, Kennedy had social status. He came from a well-known, influential family, which gave him credibility. He used paralanguage, often using his hands and making eye contact during his speeches. In conclusion, during Kennedy's presidency, he gave many important speeches on many important topics. Because of his sincerity, organization, social status, and paralanguage, he was able to be a successful speaker, as proven by the many speeches he gave, which are considered to be some of the greatest. Thank you.